played on the offensive side, is it?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there.
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming in.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll need to come from points as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
First down, Green Bay.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Aaron Jones.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
There on the tackle.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss.
I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Possession.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Rodgers pass. Intended for.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same, continue to move the ball on the ground, or we can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Back at the 30.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They're quickly to Thielen here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
To Adam Thielen. A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. That pass is knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. Interesting stat line right now. And technically, he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the intercept.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you get defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 49.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Packers nothing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
First down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. He'll step aside.
A 49-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Vikings 10.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Take it in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Rodgers pass complete to Marquez Valdez-Scantling. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
It's a gain of 6. And a Packer first down.
Rodgers now on first down. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Rodgers with a handoff.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And boy, this defense again really. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Rodgers pass.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. It's caught by Funchess.
Rodgers.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are back within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Here's Mecole Hardman. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, you would think can absorb that contact.
It's on 2nd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
To go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back patients. Back to throw again. Got an open man finding Jefferson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
1st and 10.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Mecole Hardman. Incomplete.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt.
For the Vikings.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. With a white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's Miami Dolphins who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Now come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk. To come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third.
Black getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Again, it's Kamara. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
That catch good for only a couple. So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Funches has it complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now first down throw complete downfield. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, Green Bay.
On first down, Rodgers. Funches with a catch over the middle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
On first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a gain this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well, we're in the third quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And he fires one incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, but now it'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. This one brought in by Jefferson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
That's another Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And here now the offense heading back out there. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go on the road. We've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus, yet still find the fun in it. How great is this, guys? Look at the spot we're in right now. And then go to your top players, call them the plays that they run best.
Yeah, sort of controlling their own destiny, but this place has been loud. Not going to be easy. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. The throw in the middle, taken in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Not much there, only a yard. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger.
Rodgers.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays harder to move it.
Intended for Jace.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well. and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll go with Jones. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
48-yard line.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here.
The quarterback keeps it. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
A 33-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.